Hey guys, Julio here. I want to do a quick follow-up on my MacBook Pro and on this HyperDrive. In my last video, you guys saw that I was having some trouble with my first MacBook Pro heating up, and there's the video right there if you want to check that out. And I was also having trouble with this HyperDrive fitting properly into the MacBook. So let's get to that right now. I went back to the Apple Store a few days after purchasing the first one, and they were extremely helpful. They gave me a brand new MacBook, really with very few questions asked. So the customer service was excellent. Thank you, Apple Store. And yeah, I brought it home and I turned it on, and there were no issues with it. It was not heating up like the previous one was. It worked flawlessly. One thing that I did do differently, and it's something that they recommended at the Apple Store, was that I not transfer the files from my MacBook Air to this MacBook Pro, which is what I did the first time. I don't know if there was something in there that maybe caused the issue. I don't think so, but it is something they recommended, so I didn't do it, and I had no problems with this laptop. I can run a lot of programs on it, including Final Cut Pro. I have an external monitor, and I'm running some websites on the external monitor, and it does warm up, but it's working hard, and it's not nearly as hot as my previous computer that was just sitting there and just skyrocketing. Very, very happy with this new computer. Everybody talks about these keys, and I kind of like them. One thing I do notice is that it is a little hard to identify the F and J keys, you know, the way most keyboards are, where you can feel the little bump. It is very subdued. The bump is definitely there, but it's subdued and a little hard to find. But you get used to it. And also the arrow keys are extremely subdued. So I find myself sometimes having a hard time finding the up and down keys. Yeah, other than that, I am super happy with this computer. I'm very, very glad that I bought it. I do notice that it just works faster, even just browsing the internet. I don't have the best internet where I live, and I didn't expect that it would work quicker, you know, because I thought it was just all based on the internet connection, but it works faster. Sometimes I'll grab my old MacBook Air, and I'm pleasantly surprised when I go back to this because it just loads everything faster. My HyperDrive, if you remember, it did not want to fit perfectly flush on there. So I went to Best Buy, returned it, and I was looking for a different brand, but they didn't have it. So what I ended up doing was just exchanging my old HyperDrive for a new one, and they let me test it out there at the store. I took my laptop inside, and they let me open up a package and test it out, and it fit absolutely perfectly. No issues with this either. So my last one, it didn't fit flush, and it would stay really loose. So if I connected something to it and I went to unplug it, it would come out really easy. So now this time when I plug it in, there's a real positive snap that you can hear, and it's perfectly flush. That's it, guys. If you are in the market for a new laptop and you are willing to spend the money on this thing, I would definitely recommend it. If you guys have any questions, please leave me something in the comments, and I'd be happy to answer it for you. Also, if this is your first time here, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel. Well, that's it for today, guys, on this follow-up to my first MacBook Pro. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye. This is just some bonus footage so I can put the links to the other videos and give you a chance to subscribe. So this thing, I like it. It works okay. I try and make an effort to use it. I have to use it for the screen settings and volume, but by now you should have hit subscribe and given me a thumbs up.